Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in the previous session, I have started discussing about chemical properties, periodicity in the chemical properties of a elements. Well, I considered valency and oxidation state, right? So, well, just we recall that what is valency? Valency is nothing but what we said. Valency andre ಏನದು valency andre is the combining capacity of the element. So what we said, valency is nothing but is the combining, okay, combining capacity ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಾ. So combining capacity of an element is called valency. Well, so all elements are going to have their different valencies, right? They are going to possess a different valencies. Well, further, one more concept as discussed about oxidation. ಇನ್ನೊಂದೇನು ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು, ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅಥವಾ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಏನಿದೆ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಆರ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ನಂಬರ್? ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಸೆಡ್, ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಟೋಟಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್. ಏನೇನು ಬಿಡೋದಿಲ್ಲಿ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಥಿಂಕ್ ಆಫ್, yes, oxidation number is nothing but it is the total number of electrons being added to an element or being removed from an element during a compound formation is called its oxidation state. So yes, overall what I can say here, oxidation number is nothing but it is the total number of electrons being added or removed during formation of a compound. Okay, well, now in this session we consider one more concept called diagonal relationship. Okay, diagonal relationship. Yes, what it is actually? Diagonal means, if I consider, think of a square, just consider it as a square. So ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಇದು ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? ಎರಡು ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್, ಇದು ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಡಯಾಗೋನಲ್ say is the body diagonal, or else even I can consider it also the diagonal 1 and 2. I can consider this line indicates the diagonal, right? So now whenever if you think of elements, yes, they have a diagonal relationship. What it is? So diagonal relationship is nothing but, now it is the similarities in the chemical properties. ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದೀವಿ ನಾವು? Diagonal relationship ಅದೇನು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ? It indicates the similarities in the chemical properties of the elements. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಸಿಮಿಲಾರಿಟಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತವೆ? Since we know that elements are categorized into in the form of groups and periods. ಹೌದಾ? ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿವಿ ನಾವು? ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ periods and groups ಆಗಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. How many periods? 7 periods. And how many groups? 18 groups. Now some of the elements are studied period wise and some elements are studied group wise. Now if I consider p block elements, ಯಾವ್ದು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು? p block elements ಅನ್ನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. So these p block elements are studied group wise. Okay, how they are studied? They are studied group wise. So they have similarities with, if I consider p block elements, they have similarities group wise. So these p block elements are studied group wise. What about s block? Yes, s block elements are also studied group wise. Okay, in the sense group 1 and 2, okay, we are going to consider s block. So these s block elements are studied group wise. First group elements, second group elements. Similarly p block elements from 13 to 18, they are also studied how? They are also studied group wise. Means they have similarities group wise. Means we are going to study down the group. Okay, down the group. 13 group means down the 13th group, down the 14th group, 15th, 16th, as well as 18th group, down the 18th group, as like. So we say s block and p block elements are studied group wise. Okay, ಇದನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಕಲಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು? Group wise analyze ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. We are going to study them. Now here what is analyzed is there is a similarity. ಈಗ 13th ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದ್ರೆ these 13th group are going to differ from 14th group elements. ಹೌದಾ? ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾವು periodic properties ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ these 13th group elements are going to have different characteristics compared to 14th group elements. So as like when we study group wise, then there must be a difference among the groups. Okay, there will be difference in the properties among the elements. But what is observed is there is a similarity in the chemical properties. In similarity irutte, there is a similarity in the chemical properties. Now similarity in the chemical properties of the elements. ಯಾವ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ? ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ that relationship, or we can say that similarity, is considered as a diagonal relationship. So just I will repeat the sentence, then we try to understand it. So what is this? The similarity in the chemical properties, similarity in the chemical properties of first element in second period with the second element of a next group in a third period is called diagonal relationship. Well, consider the example. So what is the first group elements? Lithium, sodium. Second group elements? Beryllium, magnesium. Now I am considering down the group, right? So first group anta bandre lithium, sodium, potassium, okay, rubidium and cesium. Okay, similarly if I go for second group alli ide beryllium, magnesium, ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಸಿಯಂ, ಸ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಯಂ, ಬೇರಿಯಂ, ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್. ಇದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್, ಇದು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್. ನೌ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್, ಇದು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್, ಫೋರ್ತ್, ಫಿಫ್ತ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸಿಕ್ಸ್ತ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ವಾಟ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್? ದ ಸಿಮಿಲಾರಿಟಿ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವುದು? ಸೊ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಹೈಲೈಟ್ ದಟ್. So lithium is the first element, okay, with the second element of next group ಯಾವ್ದಿದೆ? ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವುದು? ಮೆಗ್ನೀಷಿಯಂ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? ದೀಸ್ ಟು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ್ದ್ಯಾವುದು? ಲಿಥಿಯಂ ಅಂಡ್ ಮೆಗ್ನೀಷಿಯಂ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಎರಡರ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ? They have same properties. What type of property it is? The chemical properties are same. Means the chemical properties of lithium and magnesium are same. Just recall the definition. What is diagonal relationship? The similarity in the chemical properties of first element in the second period with the second element of next group in the third period is called diagonal relationship. So when you look at the example, what we can say here? Say lithium belongs to first group and it belongs to second period. So lithium belongs to first group, second period. It has a similarity with respect to magnesium. Which belongs to second group, okay, second group, third period. ಸೊ ಎರಡು ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ನೇಚರ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು? ಡಯಾಗೋನಲ್ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಲಿಥಿಯಂ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡಯಾಗೋನಲ್ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್ ವಿತ್ ಮೆಗ್ನೀಷಿಯಂ. ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ಲಿ ಬೆರಿಲಿಯಂ ಅಂತ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಡಯಾಗೋನಲ್ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್ ವಿತ್ ಅಲ್ಯೂಮಿನಿಯಂ. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಬೋರಾನ್, ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಎ ಡಯಾಗೋನಲ್ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್ ವಿತ್ ಸಿಲಿಕಾನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಜನರಲ್ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು? ದ ಸಿಮಿಲಾರಿಟಿ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ with the second element in the next group of a third period is called diagonal relationship. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ diagonal relationship ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು? ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಜೊತೆ diagonal relationship ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, well, now why we are going to observe this diagonal relationship? Why there is a similarity in their properties? Means it is because of similar polarizing power. ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು? It is due to similar polarizing power of corresponding cations. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಲಿಥಿಯಂ ಇದೆ, ಹೌದಾ? ಲಿಥಿಯಂ, it is electropositive, so that lithium plus one electron will be lost. Okay, similarly if I consider lithium is going to have diagonal relationship with the magnesium, I said, right? So magnesium is also electropositive, is going to lose 2 electron and get converted into magnesium 2 plus. Now whatever the ions formed, that is lithium plus and Mg2 plus ions. In ion form ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, lithium ion and magnesium ions, they have similar polarizing power. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ cations ಏನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, cations of those elements are going to have similar polarizing power, hence they show diagonal relationship. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ರೀಸನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದೀವಿ? 5 we are observing diagonal relationship means it is due to similar polarizing power. ಏನು ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಇಲ್ಲಿ? similar polarizing power of corresponding cations. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲಿಥಿಯಂ ಬಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಲಿಥಿಯಂ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಅಯಾನ್ ಅಂತ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮೆಗ್ನೀಷಿಯಂ ಅಂದ್ರೆ magnesium 2 plus ion. These cations have similar polarizing power, hence they show a diagonal relationship. Andre, please remember what is the cause for a diagonal relationship means. ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ? Yes, it is due to similar polarizing power of corresponding cations. Okay, well, now what is polarizing power? ಏನು polarizing power ಅಂದ್ರೆ it is the ratio of, okay, ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳೋದಾದ್ರೆ it is the ratio of ionic charge to the, okay, it is the ratio of, okay, it is the ratio of ionic charge to the square of its ionic radius. So in polarizing power is the ratio of ionic charge of an element to the square of its ionic radius is called polarizing power. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು polarizing power calculate ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು? I should be aware about ionic charge and its ionic radius. Okay, for any cation if I want to measure polarizing power, ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು ನಮಗೆ? ionic charge, okay, divided by ionic radius, square of the ionic radius. ನಮಗೆ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಟು ದ ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ಚಾರ್ಜ್ divided by square of the radius. It gives the polarizing power of a cation. Okay, got it? So what is polarizing power? It is the ratio of ionic charge of an element to the square of its ionic radius is called polarizing power. So please remember the formula. So polarizing power is equal to ionic charge divided by ionic radius raised to 2. Well, example, if I consider example of this, say when we consider beryllium and aluminum, yes, we say beryllium is going to show diagonal relationship with the aluminum. Andre beryllium ion, beryllium is going to have a diagonal relationship with the aluminum. So beryllium belongs to second group. Okay, second group alli ide, so is get converted into beryllium 2 plus and 2 electrons will be lost. And on the other hand, aluminum belongs to group 13 element, so aluminum going to lose 3 electron and get converted into aluminum 3 plus and 3 electrons will be lost. Now whatever the cations formed here, yaudadu beryllium 2 plus and aluminum 3 plus, they have same polarizing power. Now they have a similar polarizing power, hence the properties of beryllium and aluminum are also similar. Okay, ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? ಬೆರಿಲಿಯಂ ಮತ್ತು ಅಲ್ಯೂಮಿನಿಯಂ ದೇ ಶೋ ಡಯಾಗೋನಲ್ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ the beryllium 2 plus ion and aluminum 3 plus ion have similar polarizing power. Okay, so basically ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನು ನೆನ್ಪಿಡೋದು? diagonal relationship ಅಂತ ಬಂದ್ರೆ what type of elements show diagonal relationship means the cations of those elements must have similar polarizing power. ಯಾವ ಕ್ಯಾಟಯನು ಸೇಮ್ ಪೊಲರೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಪವರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತವೆಲ್ಲ ಏನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತವೆ, ದೇ ಶೋ ಡಯಾಗೋನಲ್ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್. ವೆಲ್ ವೆಲ್ what we said, the beryllium and aluminum, they have same characteristics, that is they show anomalous properties, or I can say they have a diagonal relationship with one another. Well, what we said, beryllium and aluminum both are going to show diagonal relationship with one another, means they have similar properties. Well, when I consider oxides, that is oxides of beryllium and aluminum, so beryllium and aluminum both are amphoteric in nature. ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದೀವಿ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ? So oxides of beryllium and aluminum are amphoteric in nature. ಏನಿದೆ amphoteric nature means they are neither acidic nor basic, or else in another way I can say, yes, they react with both acids as well as bases. So amphoteric nature andre navenu heltivi, they have both acidic nature as well as basic nature, or in turn what we can say, so these oxides of beryllium and aluminum, they react with both acids as well as bases. Okay, well therefore we say the oxides of both beryllium and aluminum, they are amphoteric in nature. Okay, well next ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, the carbides ಅಂದ್ರೆ boron, sorry, beryllium combines with carbon gives corresponding carbide. Okay, beryllium carbide, aluminum also combines with the carbon to give corresponding carbides. So carbides of both beryllium and aluminum produces methane gas. ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ? So if I consider carbides of both beryllium and aluminum, they are going to produce methane gas on which reaction? On hydrolysis. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು, ಬೆರಿಲಿಯಂ ಕಾರ್ಬೈಡ್, ಓಕೆ, ಬೆರಿಲಿಯಂ ಕಾರ್ಬೈಡ್ ಅಥವಾ ಅಲ್ಯೂಮಿನಿಯಂ ಕಾರ್ಬೈಡ್ ನಾವು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಲೈಸಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ? ಮೀಥೇನ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Therefore, this beryllium carbide and aluminum carbides are also called methanides. ಇದಕ್ಕೆನ್ನು ಏನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು? Methanides ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Okay, well now if you look at the reaction equations, ಈಗ just analyze ಮಾಡಿ. So beryllium carbide ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಬರೀತೀವಿ ನಾವು? B2C, beryllium carbide on hydrolysis, that is when react with water gives its oxide and methane will be formed. Okay, methane gas produce ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Similarly, if I consider aluminum carbide, Al4C3, aluminum carbide on hydrolysis gives its hydroxide. Okay, aluminum hydroxide and methane gas will be produced. So one more similarity what we are saying here is carbides of both beryllium and aluminum produces methane on hydrolysis. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, both are undergoing hydrolysis. Okay, ಎರಡು ಕಾರ್ಬೈಡ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ್ದು? ಬೆರಿಲಿಯಂ ಕಾರ್ಬೈಡ್ and aluminum carbide both are undergoing hydrolysis to give a common product, ಏನದು? Methane. Okay, so it shows the one more similarity in the properties. Okay, well now if you think of using the periodic table, so we have to predict the formulas. ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಇಲ್ಲಿ? periodic table ಅನ್ನ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡು with the help of periodic table we have to predict the formula for the following pair of elements. ಏನೇನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪೇರ್ ಏನಿದೆ? silicon and bromine. Okay, is the first pair. Second aluminum and sulfur ಇದೆ. ನಾವೇನು ಎರಡು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಾವು ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಏನಂತ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, well what is the knowledge we have to use here? We have to use the knowledge of valency. Okay, well now if I consider silicon, first silicon ಇದೆ ನಾ, silicon and bromine ಇದೆ. So silicon belongs to which group? Silicon belongs to 14th group. So it is the 14th group element. 14th group ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರ valency ಎಷ್ಟು ಇರುತ್ತೆ? Well, it has a 4 valency. ಅಂದ್ರೆ silicon has a tendency to combine with the 4 other chemical species. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಇವಾಗ? So silicon valency is 4. Okay, silicon ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ it has a capacity to make a bond with the other 4 chemical species. ಇದರ valency 4. Now coming to the next element, ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ bromine ಇದೆ. Well, here bromine belongs to which group? Which belongs to 17th group. 17th group ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು? Halogen family ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಾ? Group 17, halogen family. And what is the valency of halogen family? It is 1. Means if I consider bromine, it has a tendency to bond with the only one other chemical species. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು possible formula? Yes, silicon has a valency 4, bromine has a valency 1. So what is the possible formula? SiBr4. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು? SiBr4 is the possible formula. Okay, you got it. So if I consider combination of silicon and bromine andre, so first we have to look for the group. Silicon belongs to group 14. Okay, silicon belongs to group 14 and it has valency 4. Means it has a tendency, it has a combining capacity is 4. And if I consider another element, bromine, which belongs to halogen family, group 17 anta heltivi, halogen family, their valency is 1. Means it has a tendency to make a bond with the one other chemical species. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಬಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಂತ ಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸಿ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಓವರ್ ಆಲ್ ನಾವು ನೆಟ್ ಏನು ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅವಾಗ, ಸೊ ಸಿಲಿಕಾನ್ 4, ಬ್ರೋಮಿನ್ 1 ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಓವರ್ ಆಲ್ what is the formula we are getting? SiBr4, silicon tetrabromide. Okay, well, now one more second set ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅಲ್ಯೂಮಿನಿಯಂ ಅಂಡ್ ಸಲ್ಫರ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಅಲ್ಯೂಮಿನಿಯಂ ಅಂಡ್ ಸಲ್ಫರ್. So well, again as usual analysis. So aluminum belongs to which group? 13th group. And what is the valency of aluminum? 3. Right? Then second element is sulfur. So sulfur belongs to group 16. And what is the valency? Valency is 2. Okay. So aluminum belongs to group 13 with valency 3. And sulfur belongs to group 16 with valency 2. Then what is the formula? So we are going to get Al2Se. So aluminum has combining capacity of 3. It can make a 3 bonds, right? So it can make a 3 bond. While sulfur, its valency is 2. Means sulfur can bond with the 2 aluminum atoms. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ? Say Al2S3. So yes, just wait. ಹೌದಾ? Yes. Yes. So Al2S3 ಈ ರೀತಿ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So diagram ಅಲ್ಲಿ if you represent, so aluminum has a tendency of making 3 bonds, while sulfur has a tendency of making 2 bonds. So how it looks? Okay, aluminum. Here is one more aluminum. Okay, well, like this. So these are the sulfur atoms. They are going to make a bridge between 2 aluminum atoms, right? So it's regarding getting the formula with the knowledge of, okay, well, it's regarding getting formula with the knowledge of groups and periods, and with the help of valency one could able to write the formula of a compounds. Well, coming to the MCQs, the first one, what it is, which period element exhibit a diagonal relationship? Andre question ಏನು ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಯಾವ period element diagonal relationship ಅನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾನು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಏನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ. Okay, while dealing with the definitions. Well, first we look for the options. Well, first option ಇದೆ first and second period ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. Second option second and third period. Third option first and third, and fourth one second and fourth period ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. Yes, what is the answer? Yes, it is second and third period element. Okay, the first member of, okay, first member of second period element is going to show similarity in the properties with respect to second member of, okay, next period element in the next group or successive group. Idu second period, third period, okay, first group, second group. So what we are saying, the first member of first group of a, okay, first group second period element is going to have similar properties with the second element of a next group belonging to third period. So these two elements show diagonal relationship. So we say second period and third period. Second period alli Okay, first member of a first group, third period ಅಲ್ಲಿ second member of a next group. They show diagonal relationship. So if I consider period, yes, it is the second and the third period elements. Okay. Now coming to the second one, polarizing power is equal to question mark ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. So polarizing power ಹೇಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು? Is the ratio of ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಾ? Yes, first look at the options. So first option ಏನಿದೆ? The first option, ionic charge to the ionic radius. Second, ionic charge to the ionic charge. Ionic radius to the ionic charge. Third option, ionic radius to the ionic radius, square of the ionic radius. And the fourth one, ionic charge to the square of the ionic radius. Yes, ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ? Yes, it is the ratio of, ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ? Is the ratio of ionic charge to the square of the ionic radius gives the polarizing power. Okay. Well, now one more question. What are methanides? ಯಾವಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು methanides ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? So oxides of beryllium and aluminum, carbides of beryllium, aluminum, magnesium, carbides of beryllium, aluminum, carbides of beryllium and magnesium. ಯಾವುದು ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು? Yes, carbides of beryllium and aluminum are called methanides. ಯಾಕೆ ಕರಿತೀವಿ methanides ಅಂತ? Since these carbides on hydrolysis, okay, these carbides on a hydrolysis gives methane. ಹೌದಾ? Beryllium carbide and aluminum carbide on hydrolysis produces methane, so they are named as methanides. Okay, please remember this. Well, so with this I'm going to conclude about this session. Again in the next session we continue the other parts. Okay, thank you, be safe.